Rainy conditions led to a chaotic start and end to the Netherlands GP, but was it enough to prevent Verstappen from continuing his win streak? Hi, I'm Laura. This is Rambles with Laura, a channel where I'm either rambling outside, mainly birding, or rambling about F1. To start off, in practice, Ricciardo of AlphaTauri went off track at about the same location as Oscar Piastri. In order to avoid Piastri's car, he couldn't take his hands off the wheel, resulting in a broken hand. He will be replaced by Red Bull reserve driver Liam Lawson. Also, in my first wildlife report, I'm going with Wild F1 at the moment, I noticed that there were some birds on track. They appeared to be pigeons, so pigeons on track. Are there any other birders watching? Anyone notice any other wildlife at track? If so, please let me know in the comments. In qualifying, Logan Sargent of Williams made Q3 for the first time in his career, sadly crashing and ending up starting 10th, but still a good job for him. On pole is Verstappen, followed by Norris, and then Russell, and I have to mention Albon sneaking in at number 4. The start of the race ended up chaotic as rain came in, with the drivers pitting for intermediate tires. There was a definite track position advantage for drivers who pitted on lap 2 as opposed to lap 4 or 5, with the exception of Leclerc. He made a decision to pit on lap 2, but the Ferrari garage was not ready for him and he had to wait on tires to be brought out. I'm going to have to give the Ferrari garage a red flag for that one. All of the other teams managed to have tires ready for their drivers that suddenly came in. Seems like they could have been prepared. The rainy conditions returned towards the end of the race with about 10 laps to go. All of the drivers began pitting for intermediate tires, and Ocon was dismayed to be put on wet tires, but that ended up being the correct call as conditions deteriorated. A lot of drivers went off track. Toward the end, Russell and Norris were battling for position, and Russell ended up with a puncture. Other drivers to DNF were Sargent, Leclerc, and Zhou. Winning the race was Max Verstappen again, with Alonso second and Pierre Gasly third, his first podium of the season. Standouts for me were the Dutch trophy, which resembled a Gryffindor cup, Verstappen tying the record for 9 wins in a row, and also Liam Lawson, who ended up 13th. For his first race in these horrible driving conditions. He brought the car home, and I felt like that was a good job. In the championship, Verstappen continues to lead Perez and Alonso, and Red Bull continues to lead Mercedes and Aston Martin. Next up is Monza, and if nothing else, could the Monza curse beat Verstappen? This brings me to my new segment, Pit Wall of Weird, Monza Curse Edition. For those who don't know, in 2019, Leclerc won the race, and in 2020 he DNF'd. The winner that year was Gasly, who in 2021 DNF'd. The winner that year was Ricciardo, who in 2022, you guessed it, he DNF'd. So the winner of 2022 was Verstappen. We'll see if the Monza curse holds. Thanks for watching. See you next race.